Wisconsin. Welcome to some fun stamping tonight. It is March 15th, Sunday night, my regular time, but guess what? I'm not home. I am in Long Beach, California for the on-stage event hosted by Stampin' Up, and I hope that I am having the very best time. Other than being here with you guys, of course. So, I told you last Sunday that I was going to put together a card challenge for you, and I have a fantastic prize bundle that I'm going to give away. And I want to make it perfectly clear that everybody who enters the card challenge will be placed in a drawing. This is random. So everybody has an equal opportunity to win a fantastic prize. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So I am going to get right to the stamping and tell you all about the challenge card that you will be able to create, I hope, while I am away until next Sunday. We are going to be, I will be drawing the winner next Saturday, which is March 21st. So anytime Saturday, by the end of the day, Saturday, if you get your card in, I will be adding your name to the drawing to win the prize. And the actual post that you're going to submit your card to is going to be on Facebook, and you're going to look for a graphic with the challenge card, which I'm going to show you. And then all you do is click in the comments like you're going to type a message to me. When you do that, you're going to see a little camera. You select that camera and you're going to grab the photo that you've taken of your card, and you're going to click on that and then hit that post key, that little blue arrow, post it. And then your card is going to come in under that graphic. So all the cards are going to be there that everybody else has submitted. So you will be able to see all the other cards and get tons and tons of ideas using this same layout, which I absolutely love. It just really gets my creative juices flowing when I start out with a layout card. Super, super fun. Okay. I told you the deadline is the 21st of March. I told you where you're going to post it. My Facebook page is when you go to Facebook, you can do a search for different groups that you're in. You will type AStampAbove your creative coach, and you should find my Facebook business page. That's where I post all my stamping stuff. And then you're going to scroll down until you see the card I'm going to show you. That's where you're going to find all the information. So let's flip our camera around and get started. Whoops. Hang on. I pushed the wrong button. And there we go. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're good now. All right, so this is our layout challenge, and I'm even going to give you the dimensions for these layers because why not? That just makes it so much easier. Let's get started right away. I am going to be using the Notes of Spring for my focal point. This is our product of the month. When your order in my online store reaches $75, you will be able to add this to your order for $5. This is only while supplies last. And then I'm going to be using that Lazy Daisy embossing folder again because I just can't get enough of it. Spotlight on Nature. I am going to be taking, there's some of these missing right now because they're in other bins for other projects, but this is going to be the third from the smallest of the Spotlight on Nature dies. And this is a really fabulous set of nesting dies. I really, really love it. Maybe you have something similar, or you could use a circle punch. Like this layout is completely up to your interpretation and the supplies that you have. So you don't have to use a circle. You could use a stamped image. You could use a die cut image. You could use a punch. You could use a square, whatever works for you. This is where I'm going to use an embossed layer instead of designer paper, but you can see here that I use designer paper for both of these. All right, I'm also going to be bringing in some Rhinestone Basic Jewels, our Bubble Bath Faux Linen Ribbon 1/8 inch. I've got my Wink of Stella here. I've got light bubble bath and light smoky slate Stampin' Blend markers. My ink pads are smoky slate in basic gray. And then I'm using some designer series paper from the Neutrals pack of 6x6. These are just one of those staples that I love having on hand to use with coordinating colors. And you can see the Neutrals include just a whole bunch of different patterns and our neutral line of colors. Okay, I am going to bring in my layers here. I'm going to just set this. Let's see if I can keep this in my frame so that we can reference, what we're doing here. I'm going to set these things over to the side. I am starting with a card base of smoky slate. This is 4 1/4 by 11. I've scored it at 5 1/2. And then I've got 2 layers here of basic white. They're both 4 by 5 1/4. I've got a layer of bubble bath, and this is a little different. So this, we've got the card base, the white layer, and then the front layer. This layer is actually 3 3/4 by 5. But I'm going to emboss my layer instead of cutting designer paper. So I have kept this at 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, and you'll see why in just a minute. Then I've got my designer series paper. This is the layer that I'm going to put right here on the front. This is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4 and a scrap of basic white. So I think what I'll do here first is emboss my layer. And I'm going to use that Lazy Daisy embossing folder because, gosh, I just can't seem to get enough of this. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to line it up on that line down here and emboss that. And when I do that, this is what my layer is going to look like. So now I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. And I know that my front layer here needs to be 3 3/4 by 5. So I am going to, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the longer edge here at 3 3/4. It's important that I have 5 1/4 on this strip here. I almost did that wrong, so I'm glad I was kind of thinking about it. So here's that. And now we're going to cut this at 5 inches. Now we have this layer. Okay, let's do a little stamping here. I'm going to bring in my piercing mat, and I'm going to stamp on this layer with my basic gray ink pad. I could have used black here, but I wanted it to be just a little bit more subtle. I'm going to grab this sentiment from the Notes of Spring that says, a little note of thanks. And of course, the card that I'm making, you'll see when we're done, could be used for many different things. I'm just going to stamp that right on my designer series paper. Then I'm going to grab my embossed layer here, and I'm going to add this stamped sentiment. I'm going to put it right about here, just like that. Then we're going to grab one of those white layers. Let me get that out of the way. And I'm going to add, I kind of did that backwards. I should have put the glue on the back of this layer. I don't know what I was thinking there. I wasn't. It's so different not having you guys to talk to. So it throws my game off a little bit. I really love when you're here with me in real life, right? Okay, so there's those layers. I'm going to bring my card base in. Let me get this up on my screen. And we're going to add this right to the front. And oh my gosh, I love gray with a pink, right? Bubble bath with smoky slate. And then we've got that little bit of texture in here with that designer series paper that I love. We're going to take our inside layer, and that's where this little strip comes in. And that's why I cut my pink a little bit larger. because I wanted to add this design to the inside, and why not? As long as I'm embossing the layer, I can just cut a strip off of there. Now, because this is a thank you card, I'm not going to stamp anything on the inside, but you could make this, like I said, any kind of card and stamp a sentiment on the inside also. Here comes our inside layer. Just like that. Isn't that so pretty? I just love that embossed piece there. Okay, now let's see. We are going to grab this die from the Spotlight on Nature, and we're going to die cut a circle out of here. So I already have that done. And this is where we're going to stamp the little bunny, super cute, from that Notes of Spring. Comes our little bunny, and again, I stamped that in basic gray just to keep it a little bit lighter. I forgot to get envelopes, so let me grab a couple envelopes. I am going to also stamp that little bunny right here on my envelope, and that's going to be a perfect little decoration for that. Okay, let's grab our light smoky slate. Whoops. Get this back in here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of ground under my bunny. Doesn't have to be anything special, just a little shadow there. And then this bubble bath light is just to touch that nose, just a teeny weeny little bit. I just thought that would be cute to have a little pink nose. And then we're going to do some Wink of Stella. And this is where the super charming part comes in on this bunny, because my whole bunny is going to sparkle. Now, I'm kind of being careful to try and stay away from my ink lines here. They might not be dry all the way, but this is not Memento ink, so I don't want to make that ink bleed. So I'm just kind of being a little careful about where I am coloring with that Wink of Stella. Okay, let's take a little look at that. Let's see if I can get a little bit of light in here. Hang on, I have one of these little ring lights. Okay, does that help show that wink a little bit? I just love it. Okay, we are going to take our card and grab that pink faux linen ribbon, and I am going to wrap this around my layer right here a few times. I just thought this would be a really cool thing to do with my ribbon. Actually, only one time. I was mistaken there. I'm going to wrap it around once. Gosh, it's kind of tricky when you have all this card in here, right? Okay, let's cut that off right here. And I want my ribbon to be, this is like being way more harder than it needed to be. The handling of this piece of ribbon, like good grief. Don't want it to be twisted on the back. There we go. Okay. That looks good. And I'm just going to secure this nice and snug. Come on. Nice and snug. A little piece of tape. Did you guys notice I got my nails done? Yep, I did it. I just got a manicure and gel polish. These are my real fingernails. We'll see if that helps them. They were in such bad shape. I don't know what's happening with them, but I did it. Okay, now I'm going to take my bunny and I'm going to pop that little cutie pie up on some dimensionals. And I'm going to bring it right in here. I'm trying to decide. I don't want halvesies on this piece of designer paper, so I'm going to set it down right there. The last thing I want to do is bring in my bow tire. And of course, you can do this any way that you tie bows. But I am going to double this up. So I just figured out how much I need for one bow. And we're going to do 2 strands. And I decided that making a bow and popping it on the front of my card with a mini glue dot was easier than trying to make my bow stay where I want it. You know what I mean? Be all cute and adjusted. So that's what I decided to do. Because I want my bow where I want my bow. Can you guys relate to that? I want my bow where I want my bow. And I'm going to put it right on my ribbon that's secured behind that circle. Now, I can kind of fool around with this a little bit. There we go. Oh my gosh. One more thing. We're not done yet. Let's grab some of these rhinestones and I am going to center them 3 in a row. Right. Oops, that one's a little crooked. We can't have that. Let's get it right. Circle. I'm going to center them right above. And then, as long as we're doing Wink of Stella, let's put a little bit on our envelope too, because it makes it special, and we can. I think what I'll do here is grab that pink marker and give my little bunny a tiny little pink nose. All right, you guys. This is card number 1 using this layout. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, I hope my light in here isn't too washed out. I see it looks a little washed out. Let me see what I can do here. That seems kind of washed out too. Yeah. Is that better? I think it is. Now it gets real dark. There we go. I'm doing a video during the daytime, which I don't do that often, so things might be just a little bit different. I think I like this lighting. So there's that cutie patootie little card. Okay. Super easy. The only thing that really is an important measurement is this at 1 3/4, because this is a full card base. This is 4 by 5 1/4. This is 3 3/4 by 5, and then 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. And of course, if you want, make that layer a 1/2 inch bigger so that you could do something like that on the inside. Oh my gosh, so cute. So I thought, as long as I was doing this, I have another card also using the Notes of Spring. And I'm going to bring that in. And it's just a teeny bit different. So let's make that one. I've already got the card base done here. I did the same thing on the inside. Here is my Lazy Daisy. This is Lost Lagoon this time. And then we're going to stamp something a little bit different on this layer, which again is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I am going to grab, now I can't remember, let me grab a little scrap of white. I can't remember if I stamped off once with the basic gray or if I used smoky slate. Whoops. I think that I did just stamp off once. So I'm going to stamp once here, and then I'm going to come right in here and stamp on my Designer Series paper. And then I'll grab the notes, a little note of thanks. And I'm going to stamp that right down here over top of the prairie grass. Yeah, lake grass. I don't know what you call it. But now that we have that done, I'm not going to put ribbon across it, right? This is just a little tiny bit different this time. Let me get that rolling again. There we go. And I'm putting this on this layer before I glue it down, because what if my designer paper is a little too long? I want to be able to trim it. There we go. And it looks pretty darn perfect here. And now we'll glue this on our card front. I already put this card together because it's, the same as the card that we just made. And we'll do this And now on this little layer, we are going to take the goose and we're going to stamp that goose. I'm going to put that goose right on the circle. Super cute. I love the sketched look of the art on this particular stamp set. And also, this is a two-step stamp set. If you watched me last week, you saw that it's a two-step stamp set, but I haven't even used the two-step part on this yet. I'm not going to either. just so we're clear, that's not going to happen. And again, I'm going to come in and just color a little bit of ground for our little goose here. Don't get too crazy with that. It doesn't have to look like anything in particular. I just wanted a little bit of that. And then I'm going to grab these lines right here and just add a tiny bit of shading to that wing. Now I thought about coloring the goose's bill, but I didn't want to bring another color into this. I wanted to keep it kind of very monotone. So I decided not to. And I'm happy with that decision. I'm okay with it. So now I'm going to bring this circle in here. And add that right over here. Last but not least, I have these the faceted gem trio pack. And I thought that these down here would be perfect. So I'm going to take one of those and I'm just going to put it right up here. Did you see me throw those dimensional backings right on the floor? How dare they get in my way? And here's our next card. And again, I am going to need an envelope to go with this. Oh, you know what? I think my envelope, I'm going to stamp and Lost Lagoon. So let me grab my chamois here. Put this back in here so it doesn't dry out on me. And we'll do our little goose right here, like that. Close this up. Okay, so here's our goose card. And here's our bunny card. And then one other thing, as I was designing these cards, I thought, oh, I wonder if the deer will fit in here. You could use a bigger circle. But what I did is I actually was messing around with this and I cut one of these deer out. So I kept it in my case because I kind of keep bringing it into things when I'm designing. And the deer won't fit on this particular size circle. But if I stamped it and cut it out, it would certainly fit in there. And I love using these for just regular all occasion cards. You could use this for a welcome baby card. You could use this for a baby shower card. You could use this for a baby birthday card or maybe a baby get well card. There's just so many different little things that you could use this for. I'm going to put this back in here so I have it when I'm designing and I can kind of size things up, I guess is a good way to put it. So there's 2 cards using the same layout and it's pretty much the same. I just changed out the designer paper for the emboss layer, right? Okay. Now I have another card that I made that is different. So let me grab that, put all this stuff away, and let me bring that in. Okay. This card is going to be a birthday card. I'm going to set these off to the side here. I'll bring them back in. Don't worry. I'm going to use the Sunshine Vibes for my next card using this layout. And of course, this is just absolutely adorable. I love the rainbows in here and all the little elements, most of which I have pulled out. And I'm also going to be using the Thoughtful Moments Hybrid Embossing Folder. You guys saw me use this not too long ago on another card. Let me get this tape off of here. And you can find that card on my blog, www.AStampAbove.com. Then I'm going to be using the Stylish Shapes for my focal point. I've got the iridescent foil gems here because they got that little bit of gold in there, and I thought that would be fun with a rainbow card, right? I've got the gold and white ribbon. This is 3/8 inch, and it's got that gold fleck in there too. Strawberry Slush and Coastal Cabana inks. And my Inside Sentiment, Layered Thoughts. I love these big words. Okay, let me get all my cardstock layers in here. And get my bits and pieces out. I already cut one piece of my ribbon here, so I'll set that over there. Okay, our card base is 5.5 by 8.5. I've scored it here at 4 1/4. Strawberry Slush. Then, oh, where did my, oh, hey, hang on. I forgot my pack of paper here. And that is in with another, yep, it's in with another bin. I've got so many bins stacked up. So when I get back from Long Beach, I'm kind of ready to rock with my classes that are coming up. Okay, so this is the Boho Vibes Designer Series paper, and this goes along with the whole suite. Absolutely fun colors, very trendy. So what I grabbed was this piece. And then I kind of designed my colors based on this, which is Petal Pink. Let me put this back so I don't come home to some chaos, which, you know, I will anyways. I've got my 2 pieces of basic white that are 4 by 5 1/4. And then this piece is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. That's going to be my layer right here. This piece is 3 3/4 by 5. And let's do some stamping here first. I'm going to bring in one of my white layers. And let's see, our card is going to be Strawberry Slush. So I'm thinking that I'm going to use Coastal Cabana for my great big sentiment, that happy birthday. This is a really big stamp. I'm going to bring my ink to it. That just makes more sense to me. All right, here comes my happy birthday. And I think I was going to use Strawberry Slush for this, but I changed my mind. So we're probably not even going to use that ink color. Oh my gosh, look at how cool that is. I love a big greeting. Love it. This piece is going to get some of these little images. That's this little, I don't know, star, pointy star thing. Starburst, that's better. Pointy star thing. We'll put the pointy star thing on it. I'm just going to kind of randomly throw these around. I just want a little something. Without a little something, it just seemed very plain to me. I'm trying to be as random as possible here. How about one more little boop? Oh, a little bit more than that. A little more boop. Oh, that still isn't very much. There we go. Just want a little more over there. Come on. Okay. Where did I just, oh, here's that giant stamp. All right. And then as I'm looking at this, I'm thinking I need to do something to my envelope too. So hang tight. I might grab some of that paper for my envelope. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Let me get an envelope out so I don't forget to do that. All right. So if I use this as my Designer Series paper, I kind of want to have that color in there, but I'm going to look at the other colors I'm using because they don't follow all of these. Oh, look at this. How about that one? That one will be great. I'm going to bring my paper trimmer in. And we are going to cut 2.5 inches off of here. And I'm going to use this side. I'm just going to stick it on there. That's not where it goes. Let me get this closed up. Oh, just stuck my fingers in it. Hang on while I wipe that on my pants. There we go. We're all safe. Don't worry. I just don't want it getting on my card, right? Okay. And we're going to take our scissors and just cut this excess off. There we go. All right, that looks great. I think what I'm going to do here is I will get this glued onto my white layer that is not going to go on the inside. Just like this. And then this one's going to come in here like this. Yep, I can do that right now. Like that. Make sure that lines up good. See, I shouldn't have glued this down until I got this piece on that designer paper in case I had to trim. I just broke my own rule. Like, good grief, Kelly. We can put this right on here. Oops. See if I can get it on there straight. Ooh, do you like these colors together? I thought they were really fun. Put our inside in there. I think what I'll do something on the inside. Just hang on. I just thought of this. We will use our strawberry slush. I'm going to clean this little starbursty stamp off. And we'll use some of those on the inside. I think that is a fabulous idea. And you know what? I even have a better idea as I'm thinking about it. We'll do one here, maybe one up there. And then how about some of the other colors that I'm going to use on this card, which would be, how about a little Daffodil Delight? That's pretty. Strawberry Slush and Daffodil is very attractive. Do that. And then I'm going to use a little lemon lime. Just one more right up there. Oh my gosh. Love this. And then as long as we've done all that, I'm going to bring in Petal Pink because that's also going to be on our card front. And I'll just throw a Petal Pink in right there. Good grief, right? That is so fun. I love those bright colors. As long as we've got this out, I'll clean that. Okay, now let's go back to our front. What are we going to do here? So I decided, where's all my scraps? I thought I had a whole bunch of scraps here. I don't. So I'll just tell you what I used. Here are my dies from the Sunshine Vibes. That's from this set of dies. There's a whole bunch of different rainbow things in here. I used this. I'll turn them over so you can see. This polka dotty one, this Rick Racky one, this edge of a quarter one. Looks like the edge of a quarter, doesn't it? Kind of. And then I used the cute little hearts right there. So I've got all of those. And I'll tell you which colors. This is Petal Pink. This is Daffodil Delight. And this is Lemon Lime Twist. And then I'm going to have to die cut a little heart because, of course, they're tiny. And I lost it. So that's about par for the course, right? Okay, but we still have to do our sentiment, and that's where this comes in. So I am going to cut a little piece off of here for our hearts. I'm going to do that right there on the hearts. And then on this embossing folder, I want the sentiment that says, "Oh, happy day." I thought that was perfect. This is a hybrid folder. And the fun part about this thoughtful moments is you get all of these other dies in here. And there's even some little rainbows. Isn't that just sweet? There's some little clouds, some stars, some flowers, leaves, and rainbows and hearts. So super fun little dies to go with that thoughtful moments. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to see my "Oh Happy Day" is right up here. With the hybrid folder, you take the die and you can feel it. You can feel it snap into place. It is snapped into place right over these images on the front cover. And I'm going to take my "Oh Happy Day" and put my cardstock. This is strawberry slush in there. And then I'm also going to die cut some hearts. So hang tight. I can't turn my camera off, but I'll be right back. And of course, my plates aren't on my machine for die cutting. So take a drink. Oh goodness, this took longer than I thought it would. We're gonna die cut our hearts first. If I can locate my other plate, which is in my hand. This is why I die cut things ahead of time, you guys. Okay, we have that. And then we have to do the folder with a different setup. So there we go. Okay. Whew. Thanks for your patience. I appreciate that. Oh, that better have cut out right. I see it slid a little bit. Okay, here comes our hearts. They're super duper cute. And I did lose one already. It's between here and my die cutting machine, but that's okay. Don't panic, anybody. There goes another die. I'm just going to set this back in here and this so I don't lose anything. Now this one, here comes our "Oh Happy Day." Isn't that so sweet? I love this. Okay. Now we've got all of these. I'm going to set those back over here. And I'm going to come in and, oh, one more thing. These stylish shapes. I'm going to bring in a square this time. And I think I'm going to use the second from the largest square from my stylish shapes. And we're going to use a square instead of a circle. A little different, right? So we're going to build our rainbow on our square. And it would have been really smart of me to use the adhesive sheets on here, but you know, I just can't be all that perfect. You guys understand that, right? It's always an afterthought. But yeah, that would have been a great idea. Oh, I've got some glue or something on here. Hang on. This is just a glue eraser, and that took care of the problem. I have the glue erasers in my adhesive kits. They come with a glue eraser and a sand eraser for ink smudges and all kinds of adhesives. So if you're interested in that, just let me know and I'll get you the link to it. Okay, here comes my little daffodil. Whoops, daffodil delight. Then I've got my lemon lime twist, and I am pretty good with the glue bottles. So here comes our next one. I love that you can make these any color you want, which is super fun. And if you don't want these little squiggles and lines and polka dots, you can use this and just die cut it in several different colors and mix and match the rainbow layers. Super fun. And there's a bigger one. There's a bigger one here and another one, another small one that's about this size. So here comes our little polka dots. And you're like, how are you going to get glue on there? Well, I just kind of rub it around. Whoop. Damn. Now I got glue in my fingers. You know how fun that is. I'm going to do this. And then I am going to, whoop, that doesn't go on there. I'm going to do a heart right in the middle. A little bit of glue on our heart. See if I can hang on to this though. There we go. I did pretty darn good. That's super cute, right? And now we can put this on our card front. Right here. Oh, I want to do some ribbon. So let's bring in some ribbon. I think what I'm going to do is put my square right here. I'll put my Oh Happy Day up here, on here, because I kind of wanted to do, oh, I was going to do ribbon this way, but I kind of blew that. But I could still do it. Yep, that's what I want to do. Okay, so I'll use that piece of ribbon for something else. I need a whole, can I do a whole piece? Yep, I can. So hang tight. Sometimes we think of these things a little late, don't we? I'm going to add my ribbon right here. Make sure that it's going to come up. Oh, I want it over just a little bit. I'll put this right here. Put it, my hand's in the way. I can't see. That looks good. It's going to come right in here. Okay. So we're going to open this up. Oh, I'm glad I cut my card to be 5.5 by 8.5. That's what I was trying to say. Like, what are you saying, Kelly? Okay. This. And another little piece of tape here. Don't worry about all this ugliness. We're going to cover that right up. We're going to come in here with some dimensionals. I got to get a drink. Hang on. My throat's getting really dry. I'm surprised Steve hasn't come up here. He was sleeping, taking a little nap when I started this video. And I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't come barging in here because I have my door closed. But if he doesn't come up here and see my door closed, the only way he knows if I'm doing a video is if he hears me talking to myself. Apparently he does. So now I'm going to pull this up about right here. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love this. And then I think I'll use some mini dimensionals on my Oh Happy Day. Gosh, these things just make me so happy. And we'll do this and this. I think I'll just put this right. Yep, I'm going to kind of center it from top to bottom. And then I could use this ribbon. Little did I know. I thought I would just throw it back on the roll. I can use this ribbon. Do I want to put it here? Let's look. Nope. Hate it. Or up here. I think I want to move this. Do I dare? You can move these dimensionals if they don't set up. They've not been on here for a long time. I think I'm going to move. Get in there. Okay. I'm going to move this. Yep, I'm moving it. Maybe right there. And then tie this around here. Yep. What do you guys think? I like this. I'm good with it. I wish you were here to give me your opinion, but I am going to get some training and some new ideas that I can't wait to share with you guys. So sometimes it's necessary, right? To be gone. Okay, here comes these gold to go with the gold there. I just thought that was a pretty darn great idea. And where do I want to put them? Maybe here. And some little ones here and here. Really loving this, you guys. Okay, so here is our oh happy day, happy birthday. Isn't that so cute? Love that gold fleck in there. This ribbon is so pretty. And again, you guys, this is called gold and white 3/8 inch. Let me make sure. 3/8 inch ribbon. That's it, ribbon. And if you want the item code, it's 166979. You should be able to type in the word gold and you do a search in the online store, and everything with gold in it will come up. You'll find these iridescent foil gems, the gold ribbon, gold foil sheets, all the things. But look at how cute that is. Okay, there it is. Whoops, get that off of there. Stop messing up. Look at how cute that is. I love it. Like, I hadn't made this card yet. The other two I had made previously, but this one I had not made yet. So here's one. Here is number 2, which is the same card as a number 1, just a different animal, different colors. And then you guys know that I tend to go just a little nuts when I come up with something. I like to make a whole bunch of different ones. So when I get back next week, I will be live again. Don't go anyplace because I got some more fabulous things to show you. I will be back on March. I will be back live on my regular night, which will be Sunday, March 22nd. I have another card that's all created, totally different, but the same layout that I'll be sharing with you that night. I am also going to be using, hang on, I'm going to show you the bundles that I'm using. I don't know where'd my dice go. Right here. Okay, so next week, next Sunday, I'm going to be using the Help Me Grow bundle. Oh my gosh, these are so cute, you guys. So cute. And I'm going to make another layout card using this layout, just for another idea for you. And then I also have a card that has nothing to really do with this for next Sunday, the 22nd, where I'm going to be using the Made with Sweetness. And look at all these fruit dies. It's going to be so cute. So I have those designed. I told you I was super busy this week trying to get my ducks in a row, right? And I also have another card to share with you next week using the Notes of Spring. So many fun things happening here in my studio. Now, I wanted to share with you, if you missed last week. Oh, let's go back to this. The prize that I'm giving away for one lucky drawing, okay, this is a drawing, it's not a who made the most amazing card, is the iconic imagery. This is like a whole suite. You have the stamp set that has like 4 or 5 different seasons in it and some great sentiments. I always love a good grateful. The dies, which I should really open these up so you can see them. Here we go. Labels and little elements to go with this, right? Fantastic set of dies. The iconic celebrations, a whole pack of 6x6 paper, and this has all different patterns and seasons in it, not just trees. And then the fantastic neutrals adhesive back sequins, which I think go wonderfully with all of these. All of these. This is what I'm giving away when you enter my challenge. And all you have to do is make a card using this layout. And if you want to take a screenshot, I will put the dimensions right on there for you. There we go. Now, when I do a layout like this, I put my dimensions on the back and I keep it in a drawer with a whole bunch of layouts. So then when I'm looking for an idea, I will go through that drawer and grab it, and I've already got the dimensions here. And I also list when I'm showing it, where I can go back and see what else I made with this. 3/15, which is today. Okay, so that's a great idea. Now, layouts are one of the things that we do on the Stamp Happy Academy website, and that is a membership website available to anybody in the world, not just the US, where we share tons of layouts. We will take a layout and then we'll make 3 different cards with it, just like I did here. Well, this wouldn't be different. So I would make this one and the one I'm going to show you next week. 3 different cards with the same layout. There are hundreds and hundreds of card layouts made with cards made with card layouts. I think we have 4 years of content on the Stamp Happy Academy website. And let me see if I have that up here. I don't. Stamp Happy Academy website is at stamphappyacademy.ning.com. You can just do a search for Stamp Happy Academy, no spaces between it, and you will find it. Barb, Dina, and I, my partners in Inky Crime, we all 3 of us run this Stamp Happy Academy website, and it is amazing. We do techniques, we do tons and tons of fun folds, we do layouts, we do color challenges. There's 3 live videos from each one of us does one every single month. Plus we add an online class, plus we add a 10-card tutorial using whatever the product of the month is added to our membership on there. Plus we have an exclusive class once a month called Stamp Happy Party, where Barb, Dina, and I stamp together with a fun fold, one fun fold, and we each make it using all different stuff, whatever our style is. So stamphappyacademy.ning.com. Go check it out. It is an amazing membership website that is one of the best stamping websites in the world. You guys will love it. So make sure you enter your card under the Facebook post on my Facebook. Let me see if I have that in my media assets here. Banners. Nope, I don't. Should have done that, but I didn't. Go look for my Facebook business page on Facebook at AStampAbove - Your Creative Coach. You will find it. Look for this card. There'll be a picture of this, and then you're going to post your card that you make using the layout on underneath that Facebook group. I told you at the beginning how to do that. And you will have the opportunity to win this amazing suite of products. I wanted to give you guys something to do that was super fun while I was gone. And then I wanted to share with you, if you watched me last week, these are some additional cards I made with the product of the month. Isn't that fun? I love the scoring on the bottom of this card. It just really makes it a little fancier. These are real clean and crisp cards. Decorate your envelope flaps. Everybody loves that. Here's where we played around with that Lazy Daisy embossing folder, and I used daubers to color it for a fun little tent fold card. This one isn't colored. This one is lemon lime. This one is petunia pop. And then we have the colored flowers. That was super fun. You'll find that video on my blog at www.AStampAbove.com. And that one, that address is right here. And there's a video tutorial for how I did this with all the measurements and stuff so you can recreate these cards. I love being able to share that with you. So fun, Lazy Daisy, super fun with the product of the month. I also have, let me get to my mail first. I want to share my mail with you because it was Dawson's birthday last weekend, and we got this card from Diane and Chris. And look at this. Ready? Oh, this is a Pinwheel Tower card. Look how fun that is. Look at all these cute little images on here. It stands up like this. I'm going to show you the last one over here. Something great to celebrate you. Happy birthday to you. And then look at this. She's got a wobble in there. Is this not the cutest little card ever? Thank you so much, Diane and Chris, for sending this card for Dawson. I am actually picking up Dawson from school today, which is it's really Tuesday for me, but it's Sunday for you. And he is going to be just mesmerized with this because he loves cards. He loves cards. So I'm going to set this over by my door so I make sure I take it downstairs and give it to him. Oh, let me see if I can get it in here without destroying it. Oh, hang on. I'm going to put it over by the door. Then I have some more really pretty mail. This one is from Patricia Perrin. Patricia sent in her, she's in my Technique Club that is through the mail. She just finished her 6-month membership in that and is going to continue, I'm pretty sure. And this is the card that she sent me. And this uses the same, where did those cards go that I just made? Right over here. The same stamp set, a round of hellos that I used last week. So how fun is that? Beautiful, beautiful card, Patricia. Thank you so much. And then we've got this gorgeous card, and this is from Mary Thiel, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Mary Thiel. Look at how pretty this is. I love these colors together, Mary. Absolutely gorgeous. And she won some embellishments, and she sent me a thank you card for that. Mary, thank you so much for your thoughtfulness. Last but not least, Sandra Samuelson. Look at how fun this is. I just love black and yellow. Love black and yellow. And she got some happy mail too. And I'm really sorry. She says she broke her shoulder on the right side and she couldn't use her right arm for over a month. So I am so sorry that happened to you. Thank you so much for the card, and you're very welcome for your prize. Hey, you guys. You have any questions about, I'm not done yet. I'm like, gosh, there's something else. I wanted to share with you all these Easter cards. Easter's coming up, and I know a lot of you got the Easter bundle, which is right here. Oh, that's not it. Hang on. My desk is a mess. It was all clean. Now it's a mess again. The Easter basket bundle, super, super cute and fun. So I have all these Easter cards. And since I know a lot of you have this bundle, I wanted to share them with you. Now, one way that you can pause this video and you can screenshot these cards if you would like to case them, copy and share, right? Look how cute these are. I made one for Dawson in blue, one for Val in pink. And then this little cutie patootie. And I'm pretty sure this was another sketch, like a card layout. That's where that came from. This is a swap. Look how pretty that is. We have this lustrous paper right now. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really beautiful. Here's another super cute idea. And another super cute idea. This is funny because this is like the same card I made here. Well, a little different. I did not make this one, but it is, I love it. That specialty paper is so pretty. Here's another great one. These are swap cards. I love this color combination. This is peach pie with balmy blue, right? And flirty flamingo. Yeah, so cute. Here's another one with that fancy paper, that specialty paper. Very, very cute. Look at how cute these are. This one, little fun fold. Ready? Love, love, love. Love this. Love the little grass down here. Oh, this is that same card. Look, I have two of them. That's okay. I'm going to have lots of cards to send out for Easter. Love sending out the Easter cards. So there's all my Easter ideas. I just wanted to share those. Now, Easter is coming up on April 5th. So this is a lot of ideas that you can use that bundle with. And go check out the Stamp Happy Academy. Let me get rid of that ticker that's going across there. I'm going to come back to right here. My crown is falling off. I hope you guys enjoyed these cards tonight. Please know that when you place an order with me, you get a 10-card PDF gift. Each month it's different. Doesn't matter how much your order is. You can join the Stamp Happy Party Live where Dina, Barb, and I stamp together with a $35 order and get that 10-card PDF. With your $50 order, you get all of that. Plus, you get a video tutorial with 12 different card ideas in it and a video for each one. At $75, you qualify for the new product of the month from Stampin' Up. It's $5. Plus, you get a PDF from me towards the end of this month in March. This is March, with 12 ideas that you have not seen. These are kept private. They're not posted any place on the internet. 12 more ideas using the product of the month. So many gifts, so many card ideas to share. I love sharing with you guys. And join the challenge. Please join the challenge. Everybody deserves an opportunity to win, right? You can be a beginner. You can be an advanced stamper. Your card can be simple. It can be clean and crisp. It can be over the top, but it needs to use this layout. You can turn the layout and you can use it this way. You can use it this way. You can use it this way. It's all up to your interpretation. Square, circle, image, punch, designer paper, embossed, whatever you want. I hope you guys will join me. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. You know that I love stamping with you. I'm sorry that we couldn't be together live tonight, but I hope you enjoyed the cards that I made. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Can't wait. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share this video. That always helps me grow my business. I always appreciate your orders. That's what keeps me in business. And there was one more thing that I was going to say. Oh, I will try to put the link to the Facebook post where you will add your challenge card under this video on YouTube. However, I can't do it until the video goes live. So there you watch the video, and then if I don't get it in there right away, check back with this video and you should find it if you have any trouble. Always feel free to email me if you have any questions. I would prefer that you load your own pictures on the Facebook group. Sometimes when I do a challenge like this, I get a whole bunch of people that want me to do it. It's super easy. Give it a try. If you have problems, I can kind of walk you through it. If you're not on Facebook, the challenge is on Facebook, and it's on Facebook because Facebook is super easy for everybody. It's easy for me. I don't have to do anything. You can load your own things up. It's easy for you because all you have to do is hit a couple buttons once you find the post and load your photos. If you're not on Facebook, get a Facebook. You can put a fake name in there. You don't have to invite anybody to be your friend. It's super easy. So I hope you have fun with this, and I will see you next Sunday, which is March 22nd. Have a great week, everybody, and thanks for being here tonight. Bye-bye.